In a world on the cusp of technological revolution, two visionary entrepreneurs, Vance and Adam Gennaro, embark on a daring quest to redefine the boundaries of human potential. Armed with their groundbreaking AI company, FaceSwapEV, they unleash a wave of innovation that captivates the globe, from playful face-swapping apps to AI-powered education that puts a new spin on learning from the greats. But beneath the surface of their viral success lies a secret, a technology with the power to reshape reality itself. Eva and Adam, driven by a shared vision of a better future, must navigate the treacherous waters of ambition, ethics, and the insatiable hunger for power as they race to unlock the technology's full potential. As Eva's net worth skyrockets, she finds herself on the brink of becoming the world's first trillionaire, a symbol of a new era where the lines between human and machine blur and the possibilities are limitless. But with AI power comes the generation of an algorithmic legacy, and Adam and Eva must confront the consequences of their creation, the ethical dilemmas, and the potential for both unprecedented progress and unimaginable chaos. Will they rise to the challenge and guide humanity towards a brighter future, or will their ambition unleash forces beyond their control?
Chapter 1. The glitch in the algorithm. The hum of the server racks was a constant, almost comforting drone in the otherwise sterile white of the lab. Eva Vance paced, her reflection a ghost in the polished chrome of the equipment. On the holographic display before her, the face of Richard Sterling, a man whose public persona oozed wealth and financial acumen, was contorting into a grotesque parody of itself. "Adam, what's the status?" Eva's voice, usually a smooth cadence of calm, was edged with tension. Adam Gennaro, a whirlwind of focused energy, barely glanced up from the bank of monitors. His fingers danced across the keyboard, a blur of motion. Neural net overload. "The facial mapping algorithm is hitting a data bottleneck again. We're pushing the limits, Eva." "We're always pushing limits," she muttered, her gaze fixed on the distorted image of Sterling. "That's the point, isn't it?" Richard Sterling, the self-made titan of global investment, was the latest teacher in their experimental program. The feature, dubbed the Sterling Method, allowed users to learn financial strategies by watching videos of Sterling, or rather, a convincing AI-generated facsimile, explaining complex concepts with the user's own face seamlessly superimposed. The distortion wasn't just a technical glitch, it was a symptom of something deeper. Eva knew they were walking a tightrope. The Sterling Method was a viral sensation, attracting attention and funding, but it was also a distraction, a carefully crafted illusion. "We need to stabilize the algorithm," Adam said, his voice laced with concern. "If this gets out, it'll undermine everything." "It won't get out," Eva said, her tone firm. "We'll fix it. But we need to move faster. The chips, they're not going to wait." The chips. The real reason they were here, working in this hidden lab, pushing the boundaries of AI. The AI skin chips. They were their secret, their obsession, their potential trillion-dollar breakthrough. Adam's fingers paused on the keyboard. He turned, his dark eyes reflecting the flickering light of the monitors. "Eva, are you sure about this?" "About the chips? We're playing with fire." "We're igniting a revolution, Adam," Eva corrected, her eyes gleaming with an almost feverish intensity. "And revolutions require a little fire." The holographic Sterling's face flickered again, resolving into a near-perfect likeness. For a moment, it was as if the real Richard Sterling was staring out from the display, his eyes filled with a knowing, almost unsettling intelligence. Eva turned back to the display, a flicker of unease passing through her. They were close. So close. But the closer they got, the more she wondered if they were playing with forces they couldn't control. "Run a full diagnostic," she said, her voice low. "And Adam, keep this between us. No one else can know about the chips." "Not yet." Adam nodded, his expression grim. He knew the risks. But he also knew Eva, and he knew that once she set her mind on something, there was no stopping her. The hum of the servers filled the silence, a constant reminder of the power they were harnessing, the secrets they were keeping. And the revolution they were about to ignite. Chapter 2. The Illusion of Choice. The sleek, minimalist design of the FaceSwap app belied the complex algorithms churning beneath its surface. On Eva's monitor, a young woman with fiery red hair was seamlessly transformed into a fierce warrior queen, her image reflected in the polished surface of her desk. "The virality is off the charts," Adam announced, his voice a mix of excitement and disbelief. "Downloads are exceeding projections by a factor of 10. Eva leaned back in her chair, a satisfied smile playing on her lips. "People love playing with identity. It's primal. And we've given them the ultimate tool." FaceSwap, the company's flagship product, was a testament to their early vision. It allowed users to swap faces with anyone, real or imagined, in photos and videos. Celebrities, historical figures, even cartoon characters. The possibilities were endless. But FaceSwap was more than just a novelty app. It was a gateway, a carefully constructed illusion designed to mask their true ambitions. While the world was captivated by the playful possibilities of face swapping, Eva and Adam were quietly building the foundation for something far more profound. "The Sterling method is gaining traction too," Adam said, gesturing to a separate monitor displaying user testimonials. "People are actually learning from it. Who knew fake billionaires could be so educational?" Eva chuckled. "It's the illusion of authenticity. People trust what they see, even if it's fabricated. And when it comes to financial advice, who better to trust than a fabricated billionaire?" But the illusion went deeper than just the Sterling method. FaceSwap itself was a carefully orchestrated distraction. While users were busy swapping faces and creating entertaining content, Eva and Adam were collecting valuable data, facial expressions, voice patterns, even subtle nuances of personality. This data was the fuel for their AI skin chips, the true game changer. The chips, when fully developed, would allow users to not only swap faces but to swap entire bodies, to experience the world through the eyes of another, to merge with AI systems and gain superhuman abilities. "We need to keep the momentum going," Eva said, her gaze fixed on the FaceSwap user statistics. "The more data we gather, the faster we can develop the chips. And the closer we get to 75%, Adam added, a hint of both excitement and trepidation in his voice. 75%. The magic number. The threshold that would unlock the full potential of the AI skin chips, granting users abilities beyond anything imaginable. But it was also a dangerous number. A number that could disrupt the balance of power, challenge the very definition of humanity, and ignite a revolution unlike any the world had ever seen. Eva closed her eyes, picturing a future where the lines between human and machine blurred, where consciousness could be transferred and augmented, where the limitations of the physical body were a thing of the past. It was a future she was determined to create, no matter the cost. "We're changing the world, Adam," she said, her voice filled with conviction. "And it all starts with a little face-swapping fun." Chapter 3. The Face of Fame. The glare of the studio lights was almost blinding. Eva, perched on the edge of a plush velvet chair, adjusted her microphone with a practiced hand. Across from her, the talk show host, a woman whose smile seemed perpetually plastered on, beamed with synthetic enthusiasm. "So, Eva," the host began, her voice a practiced blend of curiosity and condescension, "tell us about this FaceSwap app. It's all the rage, isn't it?" Eva met her gaze with a calm confidence that belied the turmoil brewing within her. "It is quite popular," she admitted, her voice smooth and measured. "People seem to enjoy the creative possibilities it offers." "Creative possibilities?" the host echoed, her eyebrows arched in feigned surprise. "Like what? Making yourself look like a cat? Or swapping faces with your grandma?" Eva suppressed a sigh. This was the third interview this week, and the questions were always the same. The media, captivated by the novelty of FaceSwap, seemed oblivious to its true potential. "It's more than just silly filters," Eva explained patiently. "It's about exploring identity, pushing boundaries, and reimagining the way we see ourselves and others." The host's smile widened, but her eyes remained vacant. "So it's just harmless fun then?" "Harmless?" Eva echoed, a hint of steel creeping into her voice. "I think it's far more profound than that. It's about challenging our perceptions, questioning our assumptions, and ultimately, understanding ourselves better." The host, sensing a shift in the conversation, quickly steered it back to safer territory. "Well, whatever it is, it certainly captured the public's imagination. You're a viral sensation, Eva." Eva forced a smile, the cameras capturing her every move. She knew the attention was a double-edged sword. It fueled their growth, but it also brought scrutiny, the kind of scrutiny that could expose their true agenda. "It's been quite a journey," she admitted, carefully choosing her words. "But we're just getting started. We have so much more planned for FaceSwapEV. FaceSwapEV? The host repeated, latching onto the unfamiliar term. What's the EV stand for? Eva's smile widened, a glint of mischief in her eyes. It's a little reminder that we're not just changing faces, we're changing the world. EV for evolving vision. The host nodded, seemingly satisfied with the explanation. But Eva knew the truth was far more complex. EV were her initials, a subtle nod to her role as the visionary behind the company. But it was also a code, a hidden message to those who knew how to read it. EV for enhanced vision, a vision that extended far beyond face swapping, a vision that encompassed the AI skin chips and the 75% threshold. The interview continued, a carefully choreographed dance between revelation and obfuscation. Eva answered questions, deflected inquiries, and subtly steered the conversation towards the narrative she wanted to portray. As the cameras stopped rolling, Eva let out a breath she hadn't realized she was holding. The media was a powerful tool, a means to shape public perception and control the narrative. But it was also a fickle beast, easily swayed by sensationalism and quick to turn on those who dared to challenge the status quo. Eva knew they were playing a dangerous game, but the stakes were too high to back down. The world was on the cusp of a revolution, and she was determined to be the one to lead it. Chapter 4. Beyond the Glitz. The FaceSwapEV headquarters buzzed with a frenetic energy, a stark contrast to the sterile calm of the hidden lab. While Eva had been navigating the media circus, Adam and the team were focused on expanding the app's capabilities, pushing the boundaries of what a simple face-swapping app could do. "Look at this," Adam said, gesturing to a monitor displaying a vibrant collage of images. The cat memes are still going strong, but now they're generated entirely by AI. Users are inputting descriptions, and the AI is creating these hilarious, hyper-realistic feline scenarios. The monitor displayed images of cats piloting spaceships, attending tea parties, and even delivering impassioned speeches from miniature podiums. The creativity was boundless, and the users were loving it. "And the poetry feature is a hit," Adam continued, switching to another screen displaying a stream of user-generated poems. People are writing sonnets, haikus, even epic ballads, all with the help of our AI. It's like a renaissance of amateur artistry. The poems ranged from heartfelt declarations of love to witty observations about modern life, all imbued with a unique blend of human emotion and AI creativity. "It's not just entertainment," a young developer named Maya chimed in, her eyes gleaming with excitement. "We're seeing educational institutions starting to use FaceSwapEV for creative writing workshops, visual storytelling, even historical reenactments. Imagine students bringing historical figures to life through face swapping and AI-generated dialogue." Adam nodded. "We've even had inquiries from museums about using the app to create interactive exhibits. It's going way beyond what we initially envisioned." Eva, returning from her media tour, surveyed the scene with a sense of quiet satisfaction. The public perception of FaceSwapEV was shifting. It was no longer just a frivolous app for creating silly memes. It was becoming a tool for creativity, education, and even social commentary. "This is exactly what we need," Eva said, her voice filled with conviction. "We're building a platform that empowers people, that gives them the tools to express themselves in new and innovative ways. And that's what will make them trust us when we unveil the chips." "But what about the risks?" Maya asked, her brow furrowed with concern. "The deepfakes, the potential for misuse." "We're aware of the risks," Eva said, her tone firm. "That's why we're developing safeguards, ethical guidelines, and user education programs. We're not just building technology, we're building a community, a responsible community." She paused, her gaze sweeping across the room, taking in the faces of her team, their passion, their dedication. "We're on the cusp of something extraordinary," she said, her voice filled with a quiet intensity. "We're not just changing faces, we're changing the world. And we're going to do it together." The room buzzed with renewed energy, a sense of shared purpose filling the air. They were more than just developers, they were pioneers, explorers of a new frontier, and they were ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 5. The Seed of Disruption. The plush leather of the conference room chairs did little to ease Eva's apprehension. Across the mahogany table, Silas Thorne, a venture capitalist with a reputation for ruthless efficiency, steepled his fingers and fixed her with a penetrating gaze. "So, Ms. Vance," Thorne began, his voice a gravelly baritone that commanded attention. "Impressive growth metrics. FaceSwapEV is a viral phenomenon. But what's the long-term play? Where's the real value proposition?" Eva took a deep breath, steeling herself for the inevitable question. Thorn, like most investors, was blinded by the glitz of the face-swapping app. He couldn't see the forest for the trees, the revolution brewing beneath the surface. FaceSwapEV is just the beginning, she said, her voice steady and measured. It's the foundation for something far more transformative. We're building a platform, a gateway to a new era of human potential. Thorn's eyebrows arched skeptically. And what, pray tell, is this new era you speak of? Eva leaned forward, her eyes gleaming with conviction. An era where the limitations of the physical body are a thing of the past. An era where we can merge with AI, enhance our abilities, and explore new realms of consciousness. Thorn's skepticism deepened. Sounds like science fiction, Ms. Vance. It's science fact, Mr. Thorn, Eva countered, her voice laced with a hint of steel. We're developing AI skin chips that will revolutionize the way we interact with technology and with each other. She paused, gauging his reaction. Thorn's expression remained impassive, but a flicker of interest betrayed his curiosity. These chips, he said slowly, they allow users to swap bodies? And much more, Eva said, her voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. They can connect with AI systems, enhance cognitive abilities, even grant superhuman skills. Thorn's eyes widened, a spark of avarice igniting within them. This is disruptive. Immensely disruptive. Precisely, Eva said, pressing her advantage. We're not just building an app, we're building a future. And we're offering you a chance to be a part of it. Thorn leaned back in his chair, considering the proposition. He was a shrewd investor, always on the lookout for the next big thing. And he sensed that FaceSwapEV, with its hidden agenda, could be far bigger than anyone imagined. But there are risks, he said, his voice regaining its cautious tone. Ethical concerns, regulatory hurdles, the potential for misuse. We're mitigating those risks, Eva assured him. We're building a secure, decentralized platform using blockchain technology. User data is encrypted, identities are verified, and access to enhanced abilities is carefully controlled. She explained their plan to integrate blockchain for data security, provenance, and decentralized governance. Thorn listened intently, his mind racing with the possibilities. And the NFTs? He asked, his eyes narrowing. Eva smiled. Each AI skin chip will be linked to a unique NFT, representing ownership and access rights. It's a new paradigm of digital identity and asset management. Thorn nodded slowly, impressed by the comprehensive vision. He saw the potential for a vast, interconnected ecosystem where users could trade and exchange AI-enhanced abilities, creating a new economy built on human potential. This is audacious, he said, a hint of admiration in his voice. But I like audacious. He paused, his gaze fixed on Eva, a silent battle of wills playing out between them. I'm in, he finally declared, extending his hand across the table. But I want a significant stake. And I want a seat at the table. Eva met his gaze, her own resolve unwavering. She knew the deal came with strings attached, but she also knew that Thorn's resources and influence were essential to their success. Welcome aboard, Mr. Thorn, she said, her voice firm and confident. Together, we're going to change the world. As they shook hands, a silent agreement was sealed, a pact that would propel them towards their audacious goal. But in the depths of Eva's mind, a flicker of doubt remained. Had she just made a deal with the devil? Or was Thorn simply a necessary evil on the path to revolution? Chapter 6. Building the Fortress. The sleek glass and steel of the newly acquired office tower gleamed in the afternoon sun, a proud addition to the iconic New York City skyline. Inside, the once empty floors were now a hive of activity, buzzing with the energy of developers, designers, and marketers, all fueled by ambition and endless cups of coffee. Eva surveyed the scene from her corner office, a panoramic view of the bustling metropolis sprawling before her. The Chrysler Building stood proudly in the distance, a testament to the city's enduring spirit of innovation, a spirit she hoped to embody with FaceSwapEV. The company had come a long way from the cramped lab where it all began. With Thorn's investment and the viral success of FaceSwapEV, they had the resources to scale, to build a team, and to accelerate their plans, right in the heart of the world's most dynamic city. But growth brought new challenges. The legal and ethical implications of their technology were becoming increasingly complex, especially under the watchful eye of New York's regulators and media. Eva knew they needed a solid foundation, a structure that would protect them from scrutiny and allow them to operate with a degree of autonomy. Adam, I need your input on this, she said, gesturing to the holographic documents floating above her desk. We need to finalize the new corporate structure. I'm thinking a Delaware C Corp, with a subsidiary for the AI skin chip development. It'll give us the flexibility and legal protection we need. Adam, ever the pragmatist, nodded in agreement. Makes sense. We can shield the chip development from the public eye, while still leveraging the success of FaceSwapEV to attract investors and talent. Exactly, Eva said, her voice firm. We need to compartmentalize, create layers of separation. The face-swapping app is our public face, our Trojan horse. The chips are the hidden payload. They finalize the corporate structure, establishing a complex network of entities designed to protect their intellectual property and shield them from liability. They formed a board of directors, with Eva as CEO, Adam as CTO, and Thorne as a key investor and advisor. We need another board member, Eva said, tapping her chin thoughtfully. Someone with influence. Someone who can open doors for us. Adam's eyes widened. You're thinking... Sterling? Eva nodded. He's the perfect candidate. He's a respected figure, a symbol of financial success. And he's already benefiting from our technology. The Sterling method had become a global phenomenon, with millions of users flocking to learn from the AI-generated Richard Sterling. It had generated immense wealth for the real Sterling, who had become a vocal advocate for FaceSwapEV, albeit unaware of its true purpose. Eva reached out to Sterling, offering him a seat on the board and a stake in the company. Sterling, eager to capitalize on his newfound fame and influence, readily accepted. With the board in place, Eva turned her attention to the next phase of their plan. The face-swapping app was evolving rapidly, incorporating new features and functionalities. The AI-generated text and image capabilities are exceeding expectations, Adam reported, displaying user-generated content on the holographic screen. People are creating personalized stories, interactive art, even educational materials. It's becoming a whole new form of expression. Eva smiled. It's empowering people, giving them the tools to create and share their own narratives. And that's exactly what we need to build trust and acceptance for the next step. The next step. The AI skin chips. The 75% threshold. The revolution. It was all within reach, but the path ahead was fraught with challenges. Eva knew they were walking a tightrope, balancing innovation with ethics, ambition with responsibility. But she was undeterred. The future was calling, and she was ready to answer, right from the heart of New York City. Chapter 7. Echoes of the Past. The soft glow of the moon bathed the rooftop terrace in an ethereal light. Eva and Adam stood at the edge, overlooking the sprawling cityscape, a symphony of twinkling lights and distant sirens. The air was cool, a welcome respite from the stifling heat of the day. It's incredible, isn't it? Eva said, her voice barely a whisper. To think we built this, that we're on the verge of something so monumental. Adam nodded, his gaze fixed on the horizon. It's been a long road, and we're not there yet. A comfortable silence settled between them, a shared understanding that transcended words. They had been through so much together, the early struggles, the setbacks, the triumphs, and now, on the cusp of their greatest achievement, a sense of vulnerability hung in the air. Do you ever think about how it all started? Eva asked, her voice tinged with nostalgia. Adam turned to her, a faint smile playing on his lips. In that dingy coffee shop, hunched over your laptop, sketching out algorithms on napkins? Eva laughed, the sound echoing softly in the night. You made it sound so glamorous. I was probably covered in coffee stains and ranting about neural networks. You were? Adam confirmed, his smile widening. But you were also brilliant. And passionate. And I knew, right then and there, that I wanted to be a part of whatever you were building. Eva's heart warmed at his words. They had come a long way from that chance encounter. She, a community organizer with a knack for connecting people and a passion for technology. He, a freelance photographer with an eye for detail and a talent for digital design. I never imagined it would lead to this, she said, gesturing to the cityscape, the embodiment of their ambition. Neither did I, Adam admitted. But I wouldn't change a thing. We've built something extraordinary, Eva. Something that could change the world. But at what cost? Eva murmured, a shadow passing over her face. The closer we get to the chips, the more I wonder if we're playing with fire. Adam reached out, his hand gently resting on her shoulder. We'll be careful. We'll do it right. Together. His words offered a sense of comfort, a reminder that they weren't alone in this. They had each other, their shared vision, and a team of dedicated individuals who believed in their cause. We have to be, Eva said, her voice firming with resolve. The world isn't ready for what we're about to unleash. But it needs to be. We need to be. They stood in silence for a moment, the weight of their responsibility settling upon them. The future they were building was uncertain, fraught with challenges and ethical dilemmas, but they were determined to forge ahead, to push the boundaries of human potential, and to create a world where the limitations of the physical body were a thing of the past. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky with streaks of gold and crimson, Eva and Adam turned towards the rising sun, a new day dawning, a new chapter beginning. The journey ahead was long and arduous, but they were ready. Together, they would face the future, and together, they would shape it. Chapter 8. The Weight of Expectations. The city lights blurred into streaks of colour as the sleek black limousine glided through the bustling streets of Manhattan. Inside, Eva leaned back against the plush leather, a rare moment of solitude amidst the whirlwind of activity that had become her life. The FaceSwapEV app had exploded, infiltrating every corner of the globe. Celebrities were using it to prank their fans, politicians were leveraging it for campaign ads, and artists were pushing the boundaries of creative expression, all thanks to their technology. But the pressure was mounting. The board meetings were becoming more frequent, the investor calls more demanding. Thorne, ever the pragmatist, was constantly pushing for accelerated growth, for bigger, bolder moves. Sterling, despite his initial enthusiasm, was growing increasingly impatient, eager to see a tangible return on his investment. Eva closed her eyes, the weight of expectations settling upon her. The success of FaceSwapEV was a double-edged sword. It brought them closer to their ultimate goal, the AI skin chips, but it also increased the scrutiny, the pressure to deliver, the risk of exposure. She thought of Adam, his face etched with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. They had come so far, overcoming countless obstacles, fueled by a shared vision and an unwavering belief in their technology. But the closer they got to the 75% threshold, the more daunting the challenges became. Ethical concerns were mounting. Scientists, philosophers, and politicians were debating the implications of their technology, the potential for misuse, the fear of a transhumanist future where the lines between human and machine blurred. Eva knew they needed to proceed cautiously, to address these concerns head-on. Transparency was key. They needed to engage with the public, explain their vision, and address their fears. But how could they do that without revealing the true nature of their work, without jeopardizing their secret project? She opened her eyes, her gaze drawn to the cityscape, a breathtaking panorama of ambition and innovation. New York City, the very heart of the American dream, was a crucible of ideas, a place where dreams were forged and fortunes made. But it was also a city of shadows, where secrets were whispered and conspiracies brewed. Eva knew they were playing a dangerous game, a game of deception and innovation, of pushing the boundaries of human potential while navigating the treacherous waters of public opinion and government regulation. But she also knew that the stakes were too high to back down. The future, with all its promise and peril, was within their grasp, and she was determined to seize it, one carefully calculated step at a time. Chapter 9. The Dawn of a New Era. The sound of champagne corks popping echoed through the opulent ballroom, the air thick with the scent of success and the sweet hum of self-congratulation. FaceSwapEV had reached a new milestone, surpassing 1 billion downloads and becoming a household name. The company was a juggernaut, a force to be reckoned with in the world of technology and entertainment. Eva and Adam stood at the center of the celebration, their faces lit with a mixture of pride and relief. They had come a long way, from the humble beginnings in their garage to the towering heights of their current success. But the journey had not been without its challenges. "Remember those early days?" Adam said, his voice tinged with nostalgia. "We were just two kids with a dream." Eva laughed, a playful glint in her eyes. "Adam, it was barely 4 years ago. You still act like a kid sometimes, though," she teased, nudging him playfully. Adam grinned, his eyes twinkling. "Hey, some of us never grow up. Besides, someone has to keep things fun around here." They shared a laugh, a moment of warmth and camaraderie amidst the whirlwind of success. It was a reminder of their shared journey, the bond they had forged through adversity and triumph. "But seriously," Adam said, his voice regaining its thoughtful tone, "we've come a long way, and we're just getting started." Eva nodded, her gaze sweeping across the room, taking in the faces of their team, their investors, their supporters. "We're at a crossroads, Adam. The success of FaceSwapEV has brought us unprecedented attention. We need to decide how we play this game." Adam's expression turned serious. "We need to consolidate our position, solidify our brand. And we need to start preparing for the next phase. The next phase. The AI skin chips. The technology that could revolutionize humanity, but also bring with it a wave of ethical questions and potential backlash. We can't afford to rush this, Eva said. We need to proceed cautiously, transparently. We need to build trust, educate the public, and address their concerns. That's easier said than done, Adam replied. The world is a fickle place, Eva. One misstep and we could be facing a backlash that would destroy everything we've built. Eva's mind raced. They needed a strategy, a way to navigate the treacherous waters of public opinion and government regulation. An idea began to take shape, a bold, audacious move that could either propel them to new heights or bring them crashing down. What if we go public? She said, her voice barely a whisper. Adam's eyes widened. Public? An IPO? Eva, that's a huge risk. I know, she said, her voice firming with resolve. But it could also be our greatest opportunity. It would give us the capital we need to accelerate development of the chips, and it would force us to be transparent, to open our doors to the world. Adam considered the idea, weighing the risks and rewards. It was a gamble, a high-stakes move that could either make or break them. But he knew Eva. He knew her ambition, her vision, her unwavering belief in their technology. It's a bold move, he said, a hint of excitement creeping into his voice. But maybe that's exactly what we need. Eva nodded, a sense of determination settling upon her. It's time to take FaceSwapEV to the next level. It's time to show the world what we're truly capable of. As they left the party, the city lights seemed to shimmer with a newfound intensity. The future was uncertain, but Eva and Adam were ready to face it, hand in hand, their shared vision, a beacon of hope in the darkness. The dawn of a new era was upon them, and they were ready to seize it. Chapter 10. The Gathering Storm. The news of FaceSwapEV's impending IPO sent shockwaves through the tech world. The company was already a unicorn, valued at billions, but the public offering promised to catapult them into the stratosphere, potentially making Eva and Adam the youngest self-made billionaires in history. But the road to IPO was paved with obstacles. Competition was heating up, with rival companies emerging from the shadows, eager to capitalize on the face-swapping craze. One company, in particular, posed a significant threat: Mirror Image, a slick, well-funded startup with a seemingly endless marketing budget and a penchant for aggressive tactics. They're poaching our developers, Adam reported, his voice laced with frustration. They're offering obscene salaries and equity packages. We've already lost 3 key team members. Eva's brow furrowed with concern. We can't afford to lose talent, not now. We need to counter their offer better incentives, and remind our team what we're building here. But it wasn't just the competition that was causing headaches. The board was becoming increasingly divided. Thorne, ever the pragmatist, was pushing for a swift IPO, eager to cash in on the company's success. Sterling, on the other hand, was growing increasingly wary, concerned about the potential risks and ethical implications of their technology. He's been making calls, Adam said, his voice low. Talking to ethicists, AI researchers, even government regulators. He spooked Eva. He's starting to doubt our vision, Eva sighed, the weight of responsibility pressing down on her. She had underestimated Sterling's influence and his capacity for second-guessing. She needed to bring him back into the fold, to remind him of the potential rewards, the transformative power of their technology. But time was running out. The IPO was looming, and the pressure was mounting. The media was scrutinizing their every move, the investors were demanding results, and the competition was breathing down their necks. Eva knew they needed to act decisively, to make some tough decisions. She called an emergency board meeting, the tension palpable as the members gathered around the mahogany table. We need to address the elephant in the room, she said, her voice firm. The competition is intensifying, and we're losing ground. We need to act now, or we risk losing everything. Thorne leaned forward, his eyes gleaming with ambition. We need to accelerate the IPO. The sooner we go public, the sooner we can raise the capital we need to fight back. Sterling shook his head, his expression grave. It's too risky. We're not ready. The technology isn't stable, the ethical implications haven't been fully explored. Eva held up a hand, silencing the dissent. We've been over this. The technology is sound, and we're addressing the ethical concerns. We can't afford to wait any longer. The IPO is our best chance to secure our future. She looked at each board member in turn, her gaze unwavering. We need to stand together to present a united front. We need to show the world that we're not afraid of the challenges, that we're ready to lead this revolution. The room fell silent, the tension hanging heavy in the air. Then, one by one, the board members nodded their assent. They had come too far to back down now. They were in this together, for better or for worse. Eva adjourned the meeting, a sense of relief washing over her. They had weathered the storm, for now. But she knew that the road ahead was still long and treacherous. The IPO was just the beginning. The real battle was yet to come. Chapter 11. The Triumphant Ring. The floor of the New York Stock Exchange buzzed with a frenetic energy, a cacophony of shouts, ringing phones, and the clatter of keyboards. Confetti rained down from the ceiling, catching the light like a shower of digital snowflakes. Eva, dressed in a power suit that exuded confidence and ambition, stood on the raised platform, a gavel in her hand, a triumphant smile on her face. Beside her, Adam, looking slightly overwhelmed but undeniably proud, grinned at the flashing cameras. Thorne, his eyes gleaming with avarice and satisfaction, clapped Adam on the back, a silent acknowledgement of their shared victory. Even Sterling, his earlier reservations seemingly forgotten, couldn't help but crack a smile as he surveyed the scene. The FaceSwapEV IPO was a resounding success. The stock price had soared in early trading, exceeding even the most optimistic projections. The company was now valued at over $1 trillion, making it one of the most valuable tech companies in the world. Eva raised the gavel, the crowd falling silent in anticipation. With a decisive strike, she rang the bell, the sound echoing through the hall, a symbolic declaration of their arrival on the world stage. Cheers erupted, a wave of euphoria washing over the room. Eva, Adam, and the rest of the FaceSwapEV team basked in the adulation, their years of hard work and dedication culminating in this momentous occasion. The IPO was more than just a financial triumph. It was a validation of their vision, a testament to the power of innovation and the boundless potential of human ingenuity. It had transformed them from ambitious entrepreneurs into industry titans, their names etched into the annals of tech history. The investors who had believed in them early on, those who had taken a chance on their crazy dream, were now reaping the rewards. Thorne, his initial investment multiplied 1,000-fold, was a multi-billionaire, his influence and power reaching new heights. Even Sterling, despite his initial skepticism, had seen his wealth grow exponentially, solidifying his position as a financial guru and a champion of technological innovation. But the true winners were the millions of users around the world who had embraced FaceSwapEV, who had used it to express themselves, to connect with others, and to explore new realms of creativity. The app had become more than just a tool. It was a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of a new era where the boundaries between the physical and the digital were blurring, where the possibilities were endless. As the confetti settled and the cheers subsided, Eva and Adam exchanged a knowing glance. A silent conversation passed between them, a shared understanding of the journey ahead, the challenges that remained, and the ultimate goal that still lay beyond the horizon. "This is just the beginning," Eva murmured, her eyes sparkling with anticipation. "The world has no idea what's coming," Adam replied, a mischievous grin spreading across his face. They turned towards the crowd, their faces radiating confidence and determination. The IPO was a milestone, a stepping stone to a future that promised to be even more extraordinary, more transformative, more revolutionary. The 75% threshold was within reach, and with it, the potential to unlock a new era of human potential, an era where the boundaries of reality itself would be redefined. The world was watching, waiting to see what they would do next, and Eva and Adam were ready to show them. Chapter 12. Riding the Wave. The afterglow of the IPO bathed FaceSwapEV in a golden light. News channels couldn't get enough of the Cinderella story of the two young entrepreneurs who had turned a garage startup into a trillion-dollar tech giant. The FaceSwapEV app icon became ubiquitous, a symbol of innovation and the democratization of technology. But the real story, the one hidden beneath the surface, was the surge of interest in the company's underlying blockchain technology. Savvy investors, particularly younger generations who had grown up with cryptocurrencies and NFTs, recognized the potential of FaceSwapEV's decentralized platform. "The NFT marketplace is exploding," Adam reported to Eva, a holographic chart displaying a dizzying upward trend. "People are buying and selling digital assets linked to their FaceSwapEV identities like crazy. We've created a whole new economy," Eva nodded, pleased but not surprised. "It's the perfect synergy. FaceSwapEV provides the creative platform, and the blockchain provides the secure infrastructure for ownership and exchange." It's the future of digital identity. The influx of capital from the IPO and the booming NFT market fueled a wave of expansion. Eva and Adam, true to their vision of empowering users, invested heavily in new AI capabilities. "We're not just about faces anymore," Eva announced at a press conference, the cameras flashing as she unveiled the latest features. FaceSwapEV is now a complete creative suite. We're introducing AI-generated audio, sound effects, and music. Imagine creating a movie with entirely AI-generated actors, dialogue and soundtrack, all personalized to your vision. The crowd gasped, then erupted in applause. The implications were staggering. Filmmakers, musicians, and game developers flocked to the platform, eager to explore the possibilities. The lines between consumer and creator blurred, as everyday users found themselves empowered with tools previously accessible only to industry professionals. But amidst the fanfare and celebration, a shadow lingered. Mirror Image, their main competitor, was not backing down. They had also incorporated blockchain technology and were aggressively pushing their own AI-generated content creation tools. The rivalry intensified, a battle for dominance in the burgeoning field of generative AI. One afternoon, a cryptic message appeared on Eva's private terminal. It was from an anonymous source, claiming to have insider information about Mirror Image's plans. The message hinted at unethical practices, data breaches, and even potential manipulation of the NFT market. Eva's pulse quickened. Was this a genuine warning, or a ploy by Mirror Image to sow discord? She shared the message with Adam, who immediately launched an investigation. The truth, they knew, could have far-reaching consequences, not just for FaceSwapEV, but for the entire industry. As the sun set on their gleaming New York headquarters, Eva gazed out at the city, a sense of unease settling upon her. The world they were building was exciting, full of possibilities, but also fraught with danger. The battle for the future of AI had begun, and the stakes were higher than ever. Chapter 13. The First Leap. The sterile white of the hidden lab hummed with a nervous energy. Eva, clad in a biometric suit, stood before a mirror, her reflection staring back with a mixture of apprehension and excitement. In her hand she held a small, iridescent disc, the AI skin chip. "Ready?" Adam asked, his voice betraying a hint of worry. He adjusted the sensors connected to Eva's suit, monitoring her vitals. Eva took a deep breath, her gaze unwavering. "More than ready. It's time." With a practiced motion, she placed the chip on her wrist. A tingling sensation spread through her body, a rush of energy that made her gasp. The world around her shimmered, then snapped back into focus, sharper, clearer than before. "Connection established," Adam announced, his eyes glued to the monitors displaying Eva's neural activity. Vitals stable. Cognitive functions enhanced. Eva closed her eyes, focusing on the sensations flooding her senses. It was like stepping into a river of data, a torrent of information flowing through her mind. She could feel the vast network of FaceSwapEV's AI systems, the billions of user interactions, the intricate algorithms weaving a tapestry of human expression. But it was more than just data. She could sense the emotions, the desires, the fears that fueled the user's creations. It was an overwhelming symphony of human experience, amplified, intensified by the chip's connection to her consciousness. Then she felt it, a discordant note in the symphony, a jarring intrusion. It was Mirror Image, their rival, their nemesis. But she wasn't just seeing their data, she was feeling their intentions, their strategies, their darkest secrets. Eva gasped, her eyes flying open. "Adam, they're manipulating the market. They're using their AI to generate fake NFTs, flooding the market, creating artificial demand." Adam's face paled. "That's illegal. It could destabilize the entire ecosystem." "They don't care," Eva said, her voice filled with a chilling certainty. "They're willing to risk everything to win. They're willing to destroy us." The chip amplified not just her cognitive abilities, but her intuition, her empathy. She could feel the desperation, the ruthlessness driving Mirror Image's actions. They were playing a dangerous game, a game with far-reaching consequences. "We need to expose them," Adam said, his voice shaking with anger. "We need to warn the public." "But how?" Eva asked, her mind racing. "We have no proof, only my intuition." "Your intuition is amplified now," Adam reminded her. "Trust it. The chip is giving you access to information we couldn't otherwise obtain. We need to find evidence, hard evidence." Eva closed her eyes again, delving deeper into the data stream, searching for patterns, anomalies, anything that could expose Mirror Image's scheme. The chip pushed her to her limits, her mind straining under the onslaught of information. But she wouldn't give up. The fate of FaceSwapEV, the future of their technology, the very essence of their vision was at stake. She had taken the first leap, crossed the threshold into a new realm of consciousness. And she wouldn't rest until she had found the truth. Chapter 14. Counter-Strike. The atmosphere in the FaceSwapEV war room was tense. Eva, her face pale but determined, paced before a wall of monitors displaying real-time market data. The effects of mirror images manipulation were becoming evident, with the NFT market fluctuating wildly, causing panic among investors. "They're crashing the market," Adam said, his voice grim. "They're selling off their fake NFTs, driving the prices down. People are losing fortunes." Eva's fists clenched. "We need to stop them, but how? I can feel their moves, their intentions, but it's not enough. We need concrete evidence." Thorne, his face a mask of concern, stepped forward. "We can't afford to hesitate. Our reputation is on the line. If we don't act quickly, we could lose everything." Adam, his eyes filled with a sudden resolve, turned to Eva. "Let me try the chip. Maybe I can see something you missed." Eva hesitated. The chip was still experimental, and she had experienced firsthand the strain it put on the mind. But she also knew that time was running out. "All right," she said, handing him a chip. "But be careful. Don't push yourself too hard." Adam nodded, placing the chip on his wrist. The familiar tingling sensation surged through him, and the world sharpened, intensified. He closed his eyes, focusing on the data stream, searching for the hidden patterns, the telltale signs of mirror images deception. And then he saw it. A subtle anomaly in the blockchain transactions, a hidden code that revealed the origin of the fake NFTs. It was cleverly disguised, but to Adam's enhanced perception, it was as clear as day. "I found it," he exclaimed, his voice filled with triumph. "They're using a backdoor in their own platform to generate the fake NFTs. They thought they were being clever, but they left a trail." Eva's face lit up with hope. "That's it. We can use this to expose them, to shut them down." They worked feverishly, gathering the evidence, tracing the transactions back to Mirror Images servers. With Thorne's help, they contacted the authorities, presenting them with irrefutable proof of market manipulation and fraud. Within hours, Mirror Images' scheme was exposed, their platform shut down, their assets frozen. The NFT market stabilized, and FaceSwapEV's reputation emerged unscathed. The victory was a turning point. It solidified their position as the industry leader, and it proved the power of their technology, not just for entertainment and creativity, but for justice and accountability. Eva and Adam, exhausted but exhilarated, stood on the rooftop of their headquarters, overlooking the city that never sleeps. The first rays of dawn painted the sky with streaks of gold and crimson, a new day dawning, a new era beginning. "We did it," Eva said, her voice filled with awe. "We faced the attack and came out stronger." Adam nodded, his eyes fixed on the horizon. "And now, it's time to show the world what we're truly capable of." The AI skin chips were ready. The 75% threshold was within reach. The future was calling, and they were ready to answer. Chapter 15. The Unveiling. The air crackled with anticipation in the secluded conference room. Eva, her eyes gleaming with a mix of excitement and trepidation, addressed the small group of trusted advisors, engineers, and investors. "For years, we've been working on a project that has the potential to redefine what it means to be human," she began, her voice resonating with conviction. "Today, I'm proud to unveil the culmination of that work, the AI skin chip." She held up a small, shimmering disc, its surface pulsating with a soft, ethereal glow. "This chip is not just a technological marvel, it's a key to unlocking our true potential. It allows us to connect with AI in a way never before imagined, to enhance our abilities, to experience the world in new and profound ways." Eva then delved into the backstory of the chips, explaining how the idea had originated from her early days as a community organizer. She had witnessed the power of human connection, the potential for collective intelligence, and she had envisioned a future where technology could amplify those connections, break down barriers, and unleash the full potential of the human mind. "The AI skin chip is the realization of that vision," she continued. "It allows us to tap into the vast network of knowledge and experience that is AI, to learn at an accelerated pace, to solve complex problems, and to create in ways we never thought possible." She then outlined the chip's capabilities: enhanced cognition, increased memory, processing speed, and problem-solving abilities; sensory augmentation, heightened senses, including vision, hearing, and touch, allowing for a richer perception of the world. Skill acquisition, the ability to download and integrate new skills and knowledge directly into the brain. Shared consciousness, the potential to connect with other chip users, forming a collective consciousness capable of solving global challenges. But the most profound capability, Eva said, her voice dropping to a hushed tone, is the ability to merge with AI, to experience the world through the eyes of a machine, to understand the universe in ways that are beyond our current comprehension. She turned to Adam, who held up a matching chip. Adam and I will be the first to undergo the full integration process. We will demonstrate the potential of this technology, the power of human-AI collaboration. With a shared nod, they both applied the chips to their wrists. The room fell silent as a wave of energy pulsed through them, their senses expanding, their minds merging with the vast network of AI. Eva gasped, her eyes widening as she felt the full force of the connection. It was exhilarating, terrifying, and utterly transformative. She could see the world through a multitude of perspectives, human and machine, her consciousness expanding beyond the confines of her physical body. Adam reached out, his hand finding hers. Their eyes met, a silent conversation passing between them, a shared understanding of the profound experience they were undergoing. "This is it," he whispered, his voice filled with awe. "This is the future." Eva nodded, her heart pounding with excitement. They had done it. They had unlocked the door to a new era, an era of boundless potential, an era where the limitations of humanity were a thing of the past. The world was watching, waiting to see what they would do next, and Eva and Adam, connected, empowered, and united, were ready to lead the way. Chapter 16. Beyond Human. The world watched with bated breath as Eva and Adam, the pioneers of the AI skinship revolution, stepped onto the global stage. Live from FaceSwapEV's headquarters, they broadcast a demonstration of the chip's capabilities, a spectacle that would forever change the course of human history. "We're no longer limited by the confines of our physical bodies," Eva declared, her voice amplified across the globe. "With the AI skinship, we can transcend our limitations, explore new realms of experience, and unlock our true potential." Adam, his eyes sparkling with excitement, demonstrated the chip's cognitive enhancement capabilities. He solved complex mathematical equations in seconds, recalled obscure historical facts with ease, and learned a new language in minutes, all thanks to the chip's ability to access and process information at an unprecedented speed. Then, Eva showcased the sensory augmentation features. She described the vibrant colors of a flower with a level of detail that surpassed human perception, identified the subtle nuances of a symphony orchestra with perfect pitch, and even experienced the world through the eyes of a bird, soaring above the cityscape with a sense of freedom and exhilaration. But the most awe-inspiring demonstration was yet to come. With a mischievous grin, Eva activated the chip's body-swapping capability. In a flash of light, she transformed, her form shifting and reshaping until she stood before the audience as a tall, athletic woman with flowing black hair and piercing blue eyes. The crowd gasped, their disbelief echoing through the auditorium. Eva, now inhabiting a completely different body, smiled and waved, her voice, though different, still unmistakably hers. "As you can see," she said, her new form moving with a grace and fluidity that belied her previous physique, "the possibilities are limitless. We can experience the world through the eyes of another, explore different perspectives, and break free from the limitations of our physical selves." Adam, his own excitement barely contained, then activated his chip. In an instant, he transformed into a ruggedly handsome man with broad shoulders and a chiseled jawline. The audience, already stunned by Eva's transformation, erupted in a chorus of gasps and murmurs. "This is just the beginning," Adam said, his new voice deep and resonant. "Imagine the possibilities for empathy, for understanding, for overcoming prejudice and bias. Imagine a world where we can walk a mile in another's shoes, literally." The world watched in stunned silence as Eva and Adam showcased the chip's ability to alter physical appearance. With a thought, they changed their hair color, eye color, and even facial features, demonstrating the potential for self-expression and identity exploration. The AI skinship was not just a tool, it was a gateway to a new era, an era where the limitations of humanity were a thing of the past. But with great power came great responsibility. Eva and Adam knew that the chip's potential for good was matched by its potential for misuse. They vowed to use their newfound abilities wisely, to guide the world towards a future where technology served humanity, not the other way around. As the demonstration concluded, a wave of excitement and anticipation swept across the globe. The AI skin chip was no longer a secret. It was a reality, a promise of a future that was both exhilarating and uncertain. The world had entered a new era, an era of boundless potential, an era where the only limits were those of the imagination. Chapter 17. The Threshold. The pre-order launch of the AI skin chip sent shockwaves across the globe. Millions clamored for a chance to experience the future, to transcend their limitations, and to become part of the next evolution of humanity. FaceSwapEV servers struggled to keep up with the demand, their stock price soaring to new heights. But the unprecedented interest also attracted the attention of governments and regulatory bodies worldwide. The potential implications of the technology were vast, and the ethical concerns were mounting. Politicians, scientists, and ethicists debated the potential consequences, the risks of misuse, and the need for safeguards. In a tense meeting at FaceSwapEV's headquarters, a delegation of government officials, led by a stern-faced woman named Senator Amelia Vance, no relation to Eva, laid out their demands. "This technology has the potential to disrupt society as we know it," Senator Vance declared, her voice echoing through the conference room. "We cannot allow it to be released without proper regulation and oversight." Eva, flanked by Adam and Thorn, met the senator's gaze with unwavering resolve. "We understand your concerns, Senator," she said calmly. "But we believe that the benefits of this technology far outweigh the risks. We're committed to responsible development and deployment." "Responsible development?" Senator Vance scoffed. "You're talking about giving people superhuman abilities, the power to alter their identities, to merge with machines. This is not a game, Ms. Vance. This is the future of humanity." The debate raged for hours, the tension in the room growing thicker with each passing minute. Thorn, ever the pragmatist, urged Eva to compromise, to accept the government's limitations in order to avoid a costly legal battle. "They're not going to back down, Eva," he warned. "They're afraid of what this technology could mean, the power it could unleash. We need to play the long game, appease them for now, and then find a way to achieve our ultimate goal." Eva's mind raced. She knew Thorn was right, but the thought of compromising her vision, of limiting the potential of the AI skin chips, gnawed at her. She had always believed in pushing boundaries, in challenging the status quo, in empowering individuals to reach their full potential. Adam, sensing her inner turmoil, placed a reassuring hand on her shoulder. "We'll find a way, Eva," he said softly. "We always do." In the end, a compromise was reached. The government agreed to allow the release of the AI skin chips, but with limitations. The initial version would be capped at 30% functionality, granting users enhanced abilities but preventing them from accessing the full potential of the technology. Eva, though disappointed, knew it was a necessary concession. It was a foot in the door, a chance to prove the technology's safety and benefits, to build trust with the public and the regulators. "It's not 75%, but it's a start," she said to Adam, a determined glint in her eyes. "We'll get there. We just need to be patient and strategic." As the beta testers explored the AI skin chip's capabilities, the medical community was particularly captivated by its potential to transform healthcare. The chip's ability to access and process vast amounts of data, coupled with its sensory augmentation and cognitive enhancement features, opened up a new frontier in personalized medicine. One of the beta testers, Dr. Anya Sharma, a renowned geneticist, used the chip to accelerate her research into DNA-based therapies. By connecting her consciousness to AI databases, she could analyze complex genetic sequences in real time, identifying patterns and anomalies that would have taken years with traditional methods. She discovered a new gene mutation linked to a rare form of cancer, paving the way for targeted therapies and personalized treatments. The chip allowed her to visualize the intricate structures of DNA molecules, manipulate them with precision, and even simulate the effects of different drugs on specific genetic profiles. Another beta tester, a surgeon named Dr. Ben Carter, used the chip's sensory augmentation to perform minimally invasive surgeries with unprecedented accuracy. He could see beyond the limitations of human vision, perceiving the subtle nuances of tissue and blood vessels, guiding his instruments with pinpoint precision. The chip also allowed him to access real-time patient data, including vital signs, medical history, and even genetic information, providing him with a comprehensive understanding of the patient's condition. He could even simulate surgical procedures in a virtual environment, practicing complex techniques before performing them on a real patient. The AI skin chip also revolutionized preventative medicine. Users could monitor their own health in real time, accessing data on their heart rate, blood pressure, blood sugar, and even genetic predispositions. The chip could analyze this data, identify potential health risks, and provide personalized recommendations for diet, exercise, and lifestyle changes. Imagine a world where diseases are detected before they manifest, where treatments are tailored to individual genetic profiles, and where preventative measures are personalized to optimize health and well-being. This was the promise of the AI skin chip, a promise that was quickly becoming a reality. Eva and Adam, witnessing the transformative impact of their technology on healthcare, were filled with a sense of purpose and responsibility. "This is incredible, Adam," Eva said, her voice hushed with awe as she watched a holographic projection of Dr. Sharma manipulating DNA strands with the aid of the AI chip. "We're not just changing faces anymore, we're changing lives," Adam nodded, his eyes reflecting the glow of the holographic display. "It's humbling, isn't it? To think we created something that could have such a profound impact on humanity. But it's also a huge responsibility," Eva added, her brow furrowing with concern. "We need to make sure this technology is used for good, that it's accessible to everyone, not just the privileged few." "I know," Adam said, his voice firm with conviction. "We'll find a way. We'll work with governments, with healthcare providers, with communities around the world. We'll make sure that everyone benefits from this revolution." They shared a look, a silent understanding of the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. The AI skin chip was not just a technological marvel, it was a catalyst for change, a tool that could reshape the world in ways they had only begun to imagine. And they were ready to embrace that change, to lead the way towards a future where technology and humanity work together to create a healthier, more equitable world. Chapter 18. The Summit. The world watched in awe as Eva Vance's net worth climbed with meteoric speed, fueled by the success of FaceSwapEV and the AI skin chip revolution. Financial news channels tracked her every move, breathlessly reporting on her ascent towards the unprecedented milestone of becoming the world's first trillionaire. Eva, however, remained grounded amidst the whirlwind of attention. She knew that true wealth lay not in the accumulation of money, but in the impact she could make on the world. The AI skin chip was more than just a product. It was a tool for empowerment, a catalyst for change, a key to unlocking a future where the limitations of humanity were a thing of the past. But the journey to the summit was not without its challenges. The pressure was immense, the scrutiny relentless. Competitors circled like sharks, eager to snatch a piece of the pie. Governments and regulators watched with a mixture of fascination and apprehension, eager to harness the technology's potential while mitigating its risks. Thorne, ever the shrewd investor, saw the opportunity to capitalize on Eva's rising star. He arranged a private meeting, his eyes gleaming with ambition as he laid out his proposal. "Eva, you're on the verge of making history," he said, his voice smooth as silk. "But you can't do it alone. You need someone with experience, someone with connections, someone who can navigate the complexities of this new world." He leaned forward, his gaze intense. "I can be that person. Together we can build an empire, a legacy that will last for generations." Eva listened patiently, her mind racing. She knew Thorne was a powerful ally, but she also recognized his insatiable hunger for wealth and influence. She needed to tread carefully to protect her vision, to ensure that the AI skin chips were used for the betterment of humanity, not just for personal gain. "I appreciate your offer, Thorne," she said, her voice measured. "But I need to think about it. This is not just about money, it's about the future." Thorne nodded, a hint of impatience flickering in his eyes. "Of course, Eva. But don't wait too long. Opportunities like this don't come around every day." Eva left the meeting with a sense of unease. She trusted Thorne to a point, but she also knew that his ambitions could easily clash with her own. She needed time to reflect, to weigh her options, to make the right decision for the future of FaceSwapEV and the AI skin chip revolution. "What am I doing?" she wondered, her thoughts echoing in the silence of her office. "Am I chasing a dream, or am I building a monster?" The weight of responsibility pressed down on her, the fate of millions resting on her shoulders. She had created a technology that could change the world, but she also knew that it could be used for great harm. The line between progress and destruction was thin, and she needed to tread carefully to make sure she didn't cross it. But amidst the doubt and uncertainty, a spark of determination ignited within her. She had come too far to back down now. She had a vision, a belief in the power of technology to empower humanity, to create a better future for all. And she wouldn't let anything stand in her way. Chapter 19. A world transformed. The AI skin chip revolution swept across the globe, leaving no corner of society untouched. Its impact was profound, transformative, and in many ways unexpected. In war-torn regions, where conflict had raged for decades, The chip's ability to foster empathy and understanding brought about a fragile peace. Soldiers, once sworn enemies, found themselves connected, their shared humanity transcending their ideological differences. They saw the world through each other's eyes, felt each other's pain, and realized the futility of their conflict. In impoverished nations, where hunger and disease were rampant, the chip's ability to enhance cognitive function and access information led to breakthroughs in agriculture and medicine. Farmers, empowered with knowledge of sustainable farming practices, increased crop yields and improved food security. Doctors, connected to global medical databases, diagnosed and treated diseases with unprecedented accuracy. The world was changing, evolving, becoming a more interconnected and equitable place. But the AI skin chip also revealed a darker side of human nature. Among the wealthy and powerful, the chip's ability to enhance cognitive function and access information fueled an insatiable hunger for more. Financial markets were manipulated with unprecedented precision, fortunes amassed at an alarming rate, and the gap between the haves and the have-nots widened. Eva watched with growing concern as the ethical implications of her creation became increasingly apparent. She had envisioned a world where technology empowered humanity, but she was now witnessing a world where technology was amplifying the worst aspects of human nature. "It's a double-edged sword, Adam," she said, her voice heavy with worry. "We've created a tool that can be used for good or evil, and I'm not sure we can control it." Adam, his own wealth growing exponentially, understood her concerns. "We need to find a way to guide this revolution, Eva. We need to set an example, to show the world that the AI skin chip can be used to create a better future for all, not just for the few." Eva nodded, her resolve strengthening. "We will, Adam. We'll use our influence, our resources, our technology to make a difference. We won't let greed and corruption win." As her net worth steadily climbed, inching closer to the $1 trillion mark, Eva received a message from Adam. It was a simple message, but it carried the weight of their shared journey, their unwavering belief in each other. "Congratulations, Eva," it read. "I'm so proud of you. You've come a long way from that broke student with a crazy dream." Eva smiled, a warmth spreading through her. "You too, Adam," she replied. "You're not exactly a starving artist anymore." They both knew that their wealth was a means to an end, a tool to achieve their ultimate goal. A world where technology empowered humanity, where everyone had the opportunity to reach their full potential. And as Eva Vance's net worth finally surpassed $1 trillion, making her the world's first trillionaire, she knew that the real journey was just beginning. Chapter 20. The First Gen AI, Trillionaire. The news reverberated around the globe. Eva Vance, the visionary behind FaceSwapEV and the AI skin chip revolution, had officially become the world's first trillionaire. Her name was splashed across headlines, her face beamed onto screens in every corner of the planet. She was a symbol of a new era, an era where technology had the power to not only transform industries, but to elevate individuals to unprecedented heights of wealth and influence. The fanfare was overwhelming. Eva's inbox overflowed with congratulatory messages from world leaders, dignitaries, and celebrities. The President of the United States called personally, praising her innovation and entrepreneurial spirit, while subtly hinting at the potential for collaboration with the government. The King of England sent a handwritten letter, expressing his admiration for Eva's achievements and inviting her to a private audience at Buckingham Palace. The world's most prestigious publications clamoured for interviews, eager to dissect her success, to understand her vision, and to capture a glimpse of the woman who had shattered the glass ceiling of wealth. Forbes, Fortune, and Bloomberg dedicated entire issues to her story, analysing her business strategies, her technological innovations, and her philanthropic endeavours. Eva, though humbled by the accolades, remained focused on her ultimate goal, to unlock the full potential of the AI skin chip and to guide the world towards a future where technology empowered humanity. The $1 trillion milestone was just a stepping stone, a marker on the path to a greater purpose. She addressed the world in a live broadcast, her words resonating with a quiet determination. "This is not just my achievement," she declared, her gaze sweeping across the millions watching. "This is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, the boundless potential of technology, and the unwavering belief in a better future." She spoke of the AI skin chip's ability to heal the sick, to educate the masses, to connect people across cultures and continents. She spoke of a future where poverty, disease, and conflict were relics of the past, replaced by a world of abundance, health, and harmony. But she also acknowledged the challenges, the ethical dilemmas, and the potential for misuse. She called for a global dialogue, a collaborative effort to ensure that the AI skin chip was used responsibly, ethically, and for the benefit of all humankind. The future is not predetermined, she concluded, her voice rising with passion. It is ours to create. Let us use this technology wisely, with compassion and foresight, to build a world that we can all be proud of. Her words resonated across the globe, inspiring hope, sparking debate, and igniting a new wave of innovation and exploration. Eva Vance, the first-gen AI trillionaire, had become more than just a symbol of wealth. She was a symbol of hope, a beacon of possibility, a leader for a new era.